Standard 7th, Subject Maths, Chapter 1, Geometrical Constructions, Practice Set 1. Dear students, in previous classes, we have learned about the line, line segment, angle, angle bisector, etc. We measure an angle in degrees. If angle ABC is 40 degree, we write it as measure angle ABC is equal to 40 degree like this. Now let's recall what is an angle bisector. So you see the figure of angle ABC alongside here. An angle bisector. So you can see ray BM, which is an angle bisector, divides an angle into two equal parts. So is ray BM the bisector of angle ABC? Yes. Ray BM is said to be the bisector of angle ABC, which divides the angle into two equal parts. So the two different angles which are formed here in this figure, you can see angle ABM and angle MBC. Each will measure 20 degree each, since they are divided equally by the angle bisector ray BM. Now let's learn about perpendicular bisector of a line segment. So you will draw a line segment PS of length 4 cm and draw its perpendicular bisector, and let's name it as CD. So line CD is the perpendicular bisector of segment PS, which was 4 cm. So how will you verify that CD is the perpendicular bisector? We will measure angle CMS. When you measure it, you will come to know that it is exactly 90 degree. So we can write down angle CMS as equal to 90 degree. This activity is on textbook page number 1. Now, is length PM is equal to length SM? You will measure it yourself and you will find that length PM is equal to length SM is equal to 2 cm. That means CD or line CD is the perpendicular bisector of line segment PS. So this way you have learnt already about a perpendicular bisector of a line segment and we have recalled it. Now let's remember the angle bisector of a triangle. So the property of angle bisector of a triangle. First you have to draw any triangle like the one shown here, triangle PQR, and use a compass to draw the bisectors of all three of its angles. Angle P and its bisector, angle Q and draw its bisector, and angle R and its bisector. You have already learned how to draw angle bisectors. So accordingly, you can draw the three angle bisectors. These three bisectors pass through the same point as shown in the figure here. That is, they are concurrent. Name the point of concurrence as I. Note that the point of concurrence of the angle bisectors of a triangle is in the interior of the triangle. Now draw perpendiculars IA, IB and IC respectively from I onto the sides of the triangle PQ, QR and PR. Measure the lengths of these perpendiculars. You will note that IA is equal to IB is equal to IC. So these are the properties of the angle bisectors of a triangle. Now the property of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle. We learned what are angle bisectors now of a triangle. Now the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle. So use a ruler to draw an acute angle triangle and an obtuse angle triangle. Draw the perpendicular bisectors of each of the two triangles. So you can see a triangle XYZ, which is an acute angle triangle, and the perpendicular bisectors are concurrent inside the triangle. Whereas you see the obtuse angle triangle XYZ here, and their perpendicular bisectors are also congruent, but their point of congruence is outside the triangle. So this way we have studied the property of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle. What have we learned? The angle bisectors of a triangle are concurrent. That means they meet at one point. The point of concurrence is called the incenter, as shown here, incenter, and is shown by the letter I. This is with regards to angle bisectors. Now what about the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle? They are also concurrent, and their point of concurrence is called the circumcenter and is shown by the letter C. So this is the difference between the angle bisectors of a triangle and the perpendicular bisectors of sides of a triangle. So keeping this in mind, we are going to start with our practice set 1. Question number 1. Draw the line segments of lengths given below and draw their perpendicular bisectors. So we have been given a specific measurement. First one is 5.3 centimeter, as you see here. And we have to draw perpendicular bisector to this line segment. So the answer is shown here already to you. Let's see how we can do the construction. So first we will take a point A, and then with the help of a scale we will take point B exactly to the measurement of 5.3 centimeters. So let's count 5.3, mark the point carefully, and then name it point B. Now with the help of a scale, you will join point A to point B, which will be a line segment AB, which measures 5.3 centimeter. Now we need to bisect this with a compass. So take a compass and take more than half the measurement of AB. More than half. Keep the still point at A and mark two arcs, one above AB and one below AB. And keeping the distance same in your compass, now keep the still point of the compass at B and with the pencil mark an arc above AB and another arc below AB to intersect the arc which we had drawn from point A. Once we get to intersecting arcs, we will make a point such that we will join them together to get a perpendicular bisector. So we name the points as point P and point Q respectively, and we join both the points with the help of a scale. So this way we have drawn the perpendicular to line segment AB, which is 5.3 centimeter. We have to mark the arrows because this is a line and AB is just a segment. So this is a perpendicular, so we put the perpendicular sign here and name it point M. AB was 5.3, so we write the measurement there, 5.3 centimeter. And this sign tells us that the segment is divided equally. So the sign of equality, that means seg AM, the measurement of AM is equal to MB or BM. Okay, so seg AB has been divided equally by the perpendicular bisector PQ. So write your answer finally. Line PQ, as shown here, line PQ is the perpendicular bisector of seg AB. Let's move on to second question. The measurement given to us is 6.7 centimeter. So let's draw another line. We will take point P and with the help of a scale, we will take the measurement 6.7 centimeter exactly. After 6, count 7 and small lines and you will make a dot. Now that will be your point Q. You can give any desired name to your line or your segment. This is a segment. of exact measurement 6.7 centimeter. So segment PQ is drawn and you will write the measurement as 6.7 centimeter. Okay, so here we have PQ 6.7 centimeter. After writing this, we have to bisect segment PQ. So we will use a compass now. Taking the compass in your hand, place the pointer at P more than half distance and mark the arc upwards and downwards. Then keep the pointer at Q. Do not shift the distance in your compass. Keeping the distance same, mark the arcs once again upward and downwards so that we can bisect the segment PQ. Now the arcs are intersecting. Name them as point M and point N. With the help of a scale and pencil, we are going to join these points of intersection so that we get a perpendicular to segment PQ. After drawing the line, do not forget to put the arrows because it is a line which extends. So we have got MN perpendicular to PQ. So the perpendicular sign is put. And we name the point of intersection of these two lines as point R. So PR is equal to RQ. So this way we have got line MN which is perpendicular bisector of seg PQ. Let's move on to third sum. 3.8 centimeter. So we shall start in the same way. We will take one point. We will name it as point R. Then we will draw a line segment of 3.8 centimeter. So take your scale, place 0 at point R and exactly 3.8 centimeter you will take point S. Now with the help of scale and pencil we are going to join this segment RS which is 3.8 centimeter. Okay, once you get RS as 3.8 centimeter, we are going to take the compass and we are going to take more than half the distance in your compass and mark arcs upward and downwards. Once you have marked your arcs upward and downward, you are going to join them. So, if the arcs are not intersecting, you can go back to point R and extend the arc so that both intersect each other very well. Now that the arcs are intersecting, we can mark the points as point A and we can mark the other point of intersection as point B. Now with the help of scale, we will join point A to point B. This is our perpendicular. So now we draw the line, mark the arrows and you can say that line AB is the perpendicular bisector of seg RS. And do not forget to show the symbol of perpendicular and name it as point T. So we draw perpendicular sign and the symbol to show that it is a perpendicular bisector. Let's move on to next question. Question number 2. Draw the angles of given measure and draw their bisectors. So now you already know how to draw an angle. Let's start by drawing an angle of the given measure. The first measurement that is given to us is 105 degree. So first draw one line, mark the end as an arrow, okay, and then take the protractor, keep it at the starting point and mark 105 degree. It's an obtuse angle. So left of 90 will go to 105 degree. Make a point and join it to the line which you have drawn below. So this way you know how to draw your angle. Mark it with arrows, the rays, and this is the sign that the angle measures 105 degree. Now let's name the angle. We will name it angle A, B, C. So now that we have got our angle ABC which measures 105 degree, we are going to bisect it. To bisect an angle, we have to keep it on the vertex. Yes, so on B we keep the pointer and mark arms on both the arcs are marked on both the arms of the angle. And from both the arms we mark, keeping the distance same in the compass, we mark the arcs in the interior of angle ABC. So from the arc on BA we marked one arc, and now from BC we marked another arc in the interior of the angle. And now when you join this the point of intersection of the two arcs, when you join to B, you will get the bisector of angle ABC. So the point of intersection is named as point M. So ray BM, we read it as ray BM, is the bisector of angle ABC. So hope you have followed. We will do more sums like this so that you get a better understanding. So ray BM is the angle bisector of angle ABC, and it is divided angle ABC into two equal parts. Now let's see second sum. 105 degree angle has to be drawn, that we have already drawn. Now let's go to second sum, which is 55 degree. So first we will draw an angle of 55 degree. Draw ray EF. To draw ray EF, we take a scale and a pencil and draw a straight line on the paper. And then mark a small line so that we can place the protractor at the starting point. Once you have marked the starting point, take the protractor, keep it at the center line, and see that the ray merges exactly with the base of the protractor. Now 55 degree has to be marked. So after 50, it's an acute angle. 50 and 5, 55. So once the point is marked, take your scale, join it to the point of origin of the ray below and extend it with the arrow mark. So these are the two arms of your angle which measures exactly 55 degree. Now we will name the angle as angle DEF. With the help of compass, let's bisect this angle. So keeping the pointer at E, we will cut two arcs on each of the arms of angle DEF. So two arcs are marked on each arm. From each arm, now in the interior of the angle, we are going to mark two arcs so that they intersect each other and we get a point. That point we will name as point G, which is the point of intersection of the two arcs. So point G is written, and now we will join E to G, which makes our ray EG, which is the bisector of angle DEF. So now you can say ray EG is the bisector of angle DEF. And this bisector divides the angle into two equal parts. The markings show that it is divided into two equal parts. Sum number 3. Now the measurement is 90 degree. So let's start. We draw one ray first. To draw a ray, we take a scale and a pencil. Then you mark the end with arrow. And at the point of origin, mark small line so that we can place a protractor exactly over it. The protractor has to merge with this ray so that we get exact measurements. Now, keeping it on ray which we have already drawn, we mark exact 90 degree. So our angle has to be drawn with the help of a protractor. Let's join this point and complete our angle. We will name it as angle LMN, which is 90 degree. So mark a arrow to show that it is a ray and a 90 degree sign, perpendicular sign. So this is 90 degree angle and the name of the angle is LMN. Now we shall draw a perpendicular angle bisector. Not a perpendicular bisector, we are drawing angle bisector. So angle bisector is to be drawn. First, cut the two arms of the angle and then draw intersecting arcs inside the angle from these arms which are drawn, which have the arcs. Through them, we draw the arcs in the interior. Now, we shall name this as point T. So, once you name it as point T, we can join point M to point T, which will be ray MT. So let's draw carefully ray MT and mark its end with a arrow. Now you can say that ray MT is the bisector of angle LMN. So this way we have completed third sum. Question number 3. Draw an obtuse angle triangle and a right angle triangle. Find a point of concurrence of the angle bisectors of each triangle. Where do the points of concurrence lie? So we have to draw two different triangles, one obtuse angle and one right angle triangle, and we have to draw angle bisectors and locate the point of concurrence, whether it is inside the triangle or outside. So let's see. The first one, we will draw an obtuse angle triangle. So with the help of a scale, we draw the base of the triangle, and since it is an obtuse angle triangle, take any measurement more than 90 degree and join the points to form a triangle, a obtuse angle triangle. Okay, as shown in the figure. Now we have to bisect all the three angles. So I name it A, B, C, and we will draw the angle bisectors of all the three angles. Let's start with point A first. So I will cut the arms of angle A and mark it with arcs. And from these arcs, in the inside of angle A, I will draw two intersecting arcs. So keeping the distance same in the compass, we take arcs inside angle A and this point of intersection. Through this point of intersection, we will join it to point A, which will give us angle bisector of angle A. So mark the point first carefully and then extend the line, extend the ray. Okay, this ray is the angle bisector of angle A. Similarly, now we will draw for angle B. Cut the arms first from B, keeping the pointer at B. Cut the arms on its left and right. So and then from these arms, draw two arcs in the interior of angle B, so that we get a point of intersection. Once you get this point of intersection correctly, Just mark that point carefully and draw a line from B further to this point of intersection and mark a arrow which makes it a ray. This is the angle bisector for angle B. Now the last one, angle C. We will cut the arms so arcs are drawn on both the sides of angle C, and through these arcs we are going to draw two intersecting arcs in the interior of angle C. Once you understand this method, how to draw angle bisector, you can easily do this. So the same steps are there for each and every angle. Cut the arms and then draw two intersecting arcs in the interior and extend through this point of intersection. So you get angle bisector for angle C. Now you note that all these three angle bisectors meet at a point. Carefully mark the point and name it with the letter I. So the angle bisectors of all the three angles meet together. That means they are concurrent, and the point of concurrence lies inside the triangle. We name it as point I. Okay. Now let's see right angle triangle. So in the same question, we have to now draw angle bisectors of a right angle triangle. So for this, we will have to first draw a right angle triangle with the help of a scale and a protractor. So let's do the right angle triangle first. Keep the protractor on the line carefully, mark 90-degree point, and then with the help of a scale, join it to the point of origin of the base and complete your right angle triangle. Once you get your right angle triangle, you're going to bisect each and every angle as you saw it in the previous sum. So if any extra lines are there, we can always rub them and name this triangle as triangle P, Q, R. After naming it, let's start drawing the angle bisectors of all three angles. First, we start with P. Keep the pointer at P. Cut the arms on both the sides. Okay, you got your arcs. Now with the help of these arcs, draw two intersecting arcs inside of the angle P, and you will extend the line from P to this point of intersection further to mark the angle bisector of angle P. So here we got the angle bisector of angle P. Next, we will mark the angle bisector, construct the angle bisector for Q. So mark the arcs and then in the interior of angle Q, we will draw intersecting arcs. So once you get this step done, you are going to extend. Now see here, the arcs are not intersecting. So you can always go back to the previous arc and extend it. Now that you have got intersecting arcs, take the point and from Q extend it furthermore so that we get a proper angle bisector for angle Q. Similar way, we are going to bisect now angle R. So take a compass, mark two arcs on either side, that is each of the arms of angle R, and then the arcs in the interior. So you can now take a proper distance, and once you start marking, do not shift the compass distance. Keeping the same distance, you are going to mark both the intersecting arcs. Once you get the point of intersection, join it to point to the vertex R of the triangle. And this will become the bisector for angle R. You will note that all the angle bisectors of the right angle triangle are meeting at one point inside the triangle, which we represent with letter I. So this way we come to know that the point of concurrence of the angle bisectors in obtuse angle triangle and right angle triangle lie in their interior. So you can write your answer like this. Once you have constructed both the triangles, you write your answer. The point of concurrence of the angle bisectors in obtuse angle triangle and right angle triangle lie in their interior. Let's move on to question number 4. Draw a right angle triangle. Draw the perpendicular bisectors of its sides. Where does the point of concurrence lie? So we have to draw a right angle triangle first and then the perpendicular bisectors of its sides. So you already know how to draw a right angle triangle. Draw the base and with the help of protractor mark 90 degree. After marking 90 degree exactly, you construct your triangle, which will be a right angle triangle. With the help of scale, join the points. And this way we got a right angle triangle. Name it X, Y, Z. So triangle XYZ is a right angled triangle. The question says draw a right angle triangle and draw the perpendicular bisectors of its sides. So the sides have to be bisected. So now we will bisect side YZ by taking more than half, mark arcs up and down, and now keep at Z the pointer and mark arcs up and down. And through these points of intersection, when you join them, you get your perpendicular bisector of side YZ. Now this you can see that the arc wasn't intersecting. So you can always go back to the previous point and further extend the arc. Now we name these points. Okay, these points will be joined together to form the perpendicular bisector of side YZ. This is just one perpendicular bisector we have drawn for side YZ. Similarly, we'll draw perpendicular bisectors. As for YZ, we will also draw now a symbol of that this line is perpendicular to YZ. Now XY. Let's take side XY and draw its perpendicular bisector. Take more than half of XY, more than half, and draw arcs up and down of XY. Similarly, keep on Y and draw the arc. Sometimes the arcs may not join together. So you'll have to go back to X and do it. Now here you see it's not intersecting the arc which is drawn. So go back to X and you can increase the arc further so that they intersect properly. Once the arcs intersect, you are going to join the point of intersection. So this point of intersection, you're going to join with this point of intersection. And this way you're going to draw perpendicular bisector for seg XY. Now we got a perpendicular bisector for seg XY. Now the third side is left is side XZ. Yes. So take the compass again and now we shall draw for segment XZ a perpendicular bisector. So one arc up, one arc down. I am taking purposely the other side. Let's see if they meet. If they don't meet, you can always go back and do it again. So now here not meeting, here totally far away. So okay, according to the measures which I have got now, I will take the arc close to it. So here the upper arcs have intersected. Bottom I have to go back to Z and extend the arc even further. So this is okay, but don't shift the distance in your compass. And the extra arc which was marked the other side can always be erased. So you have to be careful enough to see that your arcs meet each other, and these points of intersection we will draw with the help of a scale. And this is how we got perpendicular bisector for seg XZ. So the extra arc, I'm going to rub it. It did not get intersected at all. Instead, you had to bring your compass even more down. So without shifting the distance, draw proper arcs, and you got the point of intersection exactly on the hypotenuse, and we name it as point C. So what do we learn here? You can write down your answer after your construction is over as the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a right angle triangle are concurrent. They are meeting at one point, so that means they are concurrent. The point of concurrence C lies at the midpoint of the hypotenuse. That means XC is equal to CZ. The point of concurrence C is on the hypotenuse. So this way we have completed a question number 4. Last, question number 5. Maithili, Shaila and Ajay live in 3 different places in the city. A toy shop is equidistant from the 3 houses. Which geometrical construction should be used to represent this? Explain your answer. So let's put it in geometrical form. Let Maithili, Shaila and Ajay be the 3 vertices of a triangle. Okay, this is the representation of their houses where their names appear. Shaila, Maithili and Ajay. A toy shop equidistance from these 3 points will be the point of concurrence. So if you draw perpendicular bisectors of each side, then you will get point of concurrence. So a toy shop equidistance from these 3 points will be the point of concurrence of the perpendicular bisectors of the lines joining the 3 vertices of the triangle. So thus the geometrical construction representing this will be the circumcircle. So this is how we can answer this question. Hope you have understood this practice set 1. Do practice the sums well in your notebooks. Use proper geometrical instrument. Keep a geometry box ready for this. So stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you.